This is definitely one of those cases where I knew this was gonna happen, but I still don't like it. What's up, guys? That guy with a pencil here from Fat and Human Suit. Have it on me and keep it on me at all times. The other fun fact, here we are to do a breakdown, live reaction review, and analysis of Boruto 2 Blue Vortex, Chapter 30. All them nuisances. And, ew. Like, I know, it's a two-letter word. It's not the most deep or complicated. He's just nasty. And like, you know me, I've already been like 50-50-ish on the designs of the Shinju, the Triple, the Frieza feet, whatever you want to call them, right? I've already been 50-50 on them. And like, this ain't even though I just, like, don't get me wrong. It fits. He's literally based on Bug. Might as well have been a human bug. Like I get it. But why? Can you, like, especially considering he's one of the main Shinju people, right? Not only one of the first we see, but also clearly carrying his own miniature arc as if we're in part 2. Like, we're stuck with this design for so long now. Why would you do this to me? Why would you do this to me? Can you think of any other major, like, multi-arc spanning, especially, like, for a monthly manga, monthly arc spanning manga major antagonist looking like this? Like, I don't know what it is. It's the feet, it's the coloration, it's the fluff, it's the weird muscle peeking out of the fluff, it's the log built, but like not even log. He's literally built. He's built like a whiteboard. It's nasty. I'm not even gonna waste any more time. It's nasty. You know what I whatever. He's ugly. But let's hop right into chapter 30. Oh yeah, that's right. Team 10? Team 10 blowing up Mamushi clone. Well, seemingly not blowing them up, but at least defeating them. Alright, but at least seemingly one survived as being more clones. Alright. Easy peasy. Alright, nice work, Cho-Cho. Yo. I mean, like, to be fair, do these clones really have any scaling? Or, like, not even these clones. Does Mamushi have any scaling? Like, well, to be fair, unironically, being able to put pressure, even if it wasn't multiple other people, being able to put pressure on 2 Blue Vortex Boruto to the point where he retreated instead of actually, like, fighting. And that was before using any of his abilities. Unironically, Mamushi may so... Like, it is crazy to think retroactively. That is the nature of power cliffing, though. Retroactively now, thinking about it, Mamushi, Matsuri, I believe it was Matsuri, like, all these characters just solo all shipping it. Like, it's not really, like, just because of the upscale of doing it. Like, that happens, another sequel series I cover, For the Apocalypse, it has that same thing, too, where, like, because of how the original series ended, and because of how the new series is going on, every major character with any slight degree of relevant scaling, if not solos the entire original series, is basically equivalent to a god tier. Like, they don't have the same hacks as the god tiers, but, like, stat-wise, they just bully them. And the same case is here with Naruto, where, like, technically, by taking down these Mamushi clones, Cho-Cho would probably slap Jubidar. I'm not saying I'm down with that. I'm not saying Cho-Cho's a better character than Jubidar, or Madara in general. I think about it. Madara. I guess they do hear people say Jubidara. Huh. Well, I don't know. I'm now confused. But essentially, I'm not saying that makes any sense. Well, I mean, it makes sense because power creep in, like, the narrative sense. But, like, in the grand scheme, like, see, like, that matchup in my head, it does not click. But legally speaking, that just be how it be. Because think about it, like, Jubidara is a part 1 Boruto. Mod Jubidara is like a 2-tomo Sarada victim, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy how that power be creeping, dog. Let's see. But he does get... Alright, if he doesn't get back up, he just makes more clones. He's spamming it. And hey, honestly, to be fair, considering how many clones were popping up last chapter and Mamushi was still at least clearly sapient, the whole downside of them losing their intelligence as they clone, Bug must be a whole lot smarter than I thought, gang, because he hasn't lost much. He's still more than capable. Let's see. Huh? They're still... Move aside! Whoa! Himawari, chill. She said, they're still alive. I can make them not alive anymore. Okay, I mean, I get it. She's probably under the assumption that physical force won't work and you have to atomize them. But Himawari. assuming the low ball, which realistically, unironically, mini Rama has to be stronger than all of the original series Kurama, just because, you know, power creep. But, like, even assuming this Biju Dama is the same as original series, half power Kurama, she's gonna wipe the village. She's unironically, she's gonna do the Shinju's work for them, dog. What do you mean you would be able to Biju Dama? Though it is very impressive, and I do like the idea that her hair does act as the tails, and they forge the Biju Dama. And very specifically, she's not even transformed. Like, we know she does have that, like, specifically Kurama-infused state. So for her to whip out a Biju Dama just in base like this, very impressive, very cool design and utilization for the Biju Dama. But, what? Remember your location? Kurama! You're not regulating your chakra even a little bit, bro? Be like, wait, not here. Let's see. Maybe it's concentrated, but still. Squitch. Whoa, wait! Good. I was about to say, I hope it's not just me. Even Chocho and Shikamaru are like, whoa. Just because he lived 2 hits and made a couple more copies does not mean we instantaneously go nuclear, gang. Let's see. Whoa, wait! Not inside the village, stupid! Honestly, I would get on Chikada's case for being a little bit mean to Himawari, but if he's not here in this moment, the whole village just literally cease to exist. She does need a little bit of a harsh, quick, on the fly. Don't do that. You're gonna blow up everything talking to. I was like, ugh. Oh? Okay, Shikadai. Look at yeah. Once again, you may be like, pencil. Not everything is upscale. Everything is upscale. I promise you, if you're reading a sequel series that has anything to do with conflict physically or power scaling at all, well, to be fair, almost every narrative ever, I think literally every narrative ever has some degree of power scaling. Like, it's just how stories and, like, real life works. But essentially, especially battle manga, like your Naruto's, when they got sequel series, dog, everything is upscale. The only time everything isn't upscale is when it's a prequel. And even then, sometimes prequels can be upscale for characters in the main series. Don't sleep. Everything's upscale. So, Shikadai holding multiple Mushi clones, who we all know have the same stats as the base of Mushi. It's not like shadow clones or like original shadow clones where they lose or split up power. Him holding them even for 5 seconds, he could blitz restrain Jubidara, bro. He could probably mix Kaguya right now, bro. I'm not even lying to you. Okay, Kaguya maybe push it, but still Jubidara. I think he's fried. Jivito, one tap, bro. One tap. J-League, let's see. Chocho, throw him as high up as you can. Oh, that's smart. Okay. So he's still, essentially they're like, oh, you probably can't turn that off. I guess I never really thought about that because Naruto never made that mistake unless he was like literally being tweaked out by Kurama. But in this instance, that is a good way, right? They are even asking, hey, can you not do that right now? They're like, okay, since you've done it, you didn't give us any warning other than watch out. Fine, let's make the best advantage of the situation, and just throwing him up into the air so the massive village wiping explosion doesn't wipe out the village, you'll just wipe out the Mushi clones. Let's say. Chocho grab. Okay, Choso. Oh, Choso. Wrong narrative. Okay, Chocho. I see you. The lob. I see it. Yeah. All right. Oh, okay. So she's somewhat transformed. All right. It wasn't. I think it's just because the panel how it's drawn here. It's not as big, but you can see here, very specifically, she has her whiskers are enhanced. Her eyes look like they have the sharp pupil. So she still is transforming. She does. I thought she was doing it in base. Let's say. And then she loads up, aims up, she reels back the cannon, and the Mushi clones are probably soaking. They're like, what? Especially considering, like, it's Jura who's looking for Naruto, right? And it was obviously tracking the Nine-Tails chakra. So at least he has, like, a loose idea of what the heck he was looking for. But, like, Momoshi was like, there's another one? What are you with, Jura? Why didn't you tell me this? Let's see. Ball goes. Gee! Oh, but you know what? I mean, obviously it still would have done damage if it did hit on the ground. But not too big. I mean, like, it would have destroyed a couple buildings. Some people definitely would have lost their lives. But in comparison, like, the AP versus DC of that blast, not bad for a Biju Dama. Let's see. Boof! Yep, but there we go. Unlike before, she did end up... Well, we'll see. If the clones can respawn from even cells, that's really, really bad. But technically, Himawari probably did make the right choice here. So far, I think maybe Kawaki was vaporizing them. I forget. See, that's the issue with it being a monthly series and me not rereading it between the months. But for Boruto, I guess the main issue Boruto had is he was chopping them up. which I guess still incapacitates them, but still probably be better to atomize them specifically. And atomizing did seem to work here. Let's see. Oh, yeah, okay, but some did escape. But the ones that she did atomize, they're gone. So that seems to be the solution to Mamushi. You do have to fully eradicate him, or else he'll just keep cloning. Let's see. Whew! That was too close. I'm so sorry. I just... I mean, like, obviously Kurama's more than reformed at this point. I'm assuming it's just Himawari being what? 14? Because what, Boruto and Crew are only like 16, right? Like they aren't even like late teenagers yet. They're like mid-teens. So I think Himawari is like 14 or 13, and she has the power to destroy the world, right? You give the average 13 or 14-year-old the power to destroy the world, of course they're gonna upswitch immediately because like, why else would they? Let's see. Sorry's not good at. I'm getting Shikadai way too deep a voice. Hold on. Sorry's not good enough. We're not always gonna be around to support you. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? I've seen some clear death. What do you mean? What do you mean by this? We're always not going to be around to support you, and there's no taking back something like that. I mean, that is true. That is true. She had let that thing go. Like I said, it wasn't too big of an explosion, but it was big enough that some bodies would have been caught, and they wouldn't just be Mamushi clones. We'll see. Speaking of Mamushi clones, it's like the Akainu meme. Like, those Uzumaki girls got Kurama powers, but a stay man behind in another part of Konoha. Let's see. Still more of them, darn it! Just how many of them are there? Oh wait, no. Just how many are out there? Presumably endless. Like, there's no way. Like, at this point, with their lacking cognitive ability being seemingly only issue than being slightly more chill than before, I mean, like, there's gonna be endless. Like, why wouldn't there be? If I'm Mamushi, I'm spamming endless. Let's see. How many are there out there? Alright, and we're back with Koshi and Koji and Himiwari. My brain absolutely, it was like, we're back with who? Come on, let's be back with who? Let's see. It's no use, Lord Eighth. No matter how many we take down, more pop up. They just keep multiplying. And yeah, why wouldn't they? Dude. Like, and to be fair, it doesn't seem like they share like that direct of a hive mind, but still, yeah, no doubt they're gonna keep multiplying. Why wouldn't they? It's either that or they die. Let's see. And honestly, like, even if, because I'm assuming Bug, or in this case Mamushi, doesn't really know about his own weakness. Like, maybe he does know about the cognitive decline drop, but it's very likely he doesn't. So he's not, like, splitting carefully. He's like, okay, well, no, he probably is splitting carefully, but not splitting carefully. And what I mean by that is he's probably splitting en masse to be careful, having a backup clone here, and then a backup clone there, and there, and there, and there, and there, and there, all over the place. But at the same time, he's not splitting carefully in the sense of, like, maybe I should only split up to, like, 50 instead of 500 because my mental ability will die. He's probably not thinking that. It probably becomes, unironically, it probably becomes easier to clone himself more the more of them there are, if that mental drop is a thing that he doesn't know about. Let's see. Ugh. Oh yeah, I completely forgot about Kobu. Let's see. I said I'm going to interview the Hokage. It's his turn. Summon him here, now. I mean, poor timing, but yeah, Konohamaru, you, like, unironically, the greatest, and like, it is crazy how consistent. I need to reread part 1 to see if he was as much of a bag fumbler there too. But the consistent ball fumbler of doom, despair, and everything unfair, Konohamaru. Undeniably, Konohamaru has, like, this is genuinely generational numbers in terms of bag selling, bro. Generational numbers of bag selling. I've never seen a bag sold this well, this consistently. Konohamaru, clap it up, gang. Clap. You have earned it. You have earned your applause, bro. Because this one, like, I genuinely think if Konohamaru didn't come back into the room and try to lie, if he didn't try to lie, I think Kobu would have taken his time. I think he would have waited. I think they would have gotten through this. But no. Konohamaru, oh, I'm so special. Oh, I'm not stupid. Says stupid man. But excuse me, Lord Kobu. Oh yeah. I feel so bad for Sai. He doesn't know what his son is doing. He doesn't know the entire situation. He is operating the best of his ability, as you know, basically, of, like, law enforcement. But he has so little context for anything that's going on in, like, the higher layers of the plot. Obviously, he knows what's going on. I think he's literally about to tell Lord Kobu, like, hey, we are kind of under attack right now, gang. Like, maybe calling the Hokage is the best thing. But let's say Excuse me, Lord Kobu. We just received reports of an enemy attack within the village. What? By divine trees. Plus, Boruto has been spotted as well. That ain't good. That ain't good. That ain't good. That ain't good. Especially right now with the whole investigation being the basis of, hey, how'd you let Boruto escape? Let's see. Huh? We take pride in the high level of security of our... Wait, no. English. We take pride in the high level of our security here, but cannot totally guarantee your safety. There is a strong possibility that danger could befall you. Unironically, yo, low-key side with the layup pass. Okay. If we have Konohamaru, the serial turnover merchant on our own team, technically Sai, who's either like the ref and or on the other team with Kobu, he's low-key sending up and saying, okay, Sai. There's strong possibility that danger could befall you. It would be wise to pause inquiry and head to a secure area, just in case. But where is the secure area? Yeah, like, this place probably is pretty secure relatively. Let's see. Ugh. How serious is the threat, exactly? And what do they seek? You know, now I think about it, I guess, because Kobu he's a representative of the Daimao. So he probably doesn't have, like, he doesn't have much, if any, context on what's going on. I guess very few characters in the universe do, so I guess he wouldn't really know. Let's see. We're still investigating, but when it comes to divine trees, the threat level is incalculable. That is true. That is true. So far, the Shinju are like, especially as a collective, as few of them as there are at this point, as a collective, they're literally unstoppable. Right now, Juro alone, like, I've seen some people theorize that with, you know, Juro taking so much damage, maybe if Kawaki and Boruto, like, double-teamed him right now, separated him from the planet, and made sure he couldn't regen, like, couldn't get the healing up by summoning the trees from the planet, then maybe they could diff him. But, like, especially with that whole interaction, and with their specific response to them, to Juro, doing the whole tree thing, being like... And, like, sure, Kawaki flipped them off, but that didn't mean anything. It was like, deuces, and then they dipped out. It's very likely that Juro is legitimately currently the strongest thing on the planet right now. like, I don't know, even with Boruto getting the Karma Amp back and Kawaki getting an even further physical stat amp before the whole Mamushi interference. Yeah, it's very likely that Juro alone would be enough to wipe the entire Leaf Village if he actually felt like it. And then on top of that, there are more. So, yeah, I get why Sai's like, it's literally incalculable, bro. Like, we've run the numbers on all the previous threats, and while Chocho would slap Jubidara, the Divine Trees are like 1,000,000,000,000 duodecillion Jubidaras. What's it? I see. Very well. Oh, okay, so they did end up working out for him. Or not! Okay, now see, Kobu. See, this is where, but you know, this is very true to life. Unironically, this is very true to life, where people who don't know what's going on are put in dangerous situations, and then they're like, yeah, I'm gonna do what I want to do anyway, even though that's like the worst thing you can do. But look at this. We'll proceed with the inquiry, right here, right now. To evacuate will be premature. Lord Kobu! Konohamaru, honestly, I'm not saying if I Thanos snap, hold on, bad hand. There we go. I'm not saying if I Thanos snapped you out of the narrative, it would get 1,000,000 times better for our protagonist, but low-key, if I Thanos snapped you out of the narrative, it would get 1,000,000 times better. Just shut up! Stop speaking! It's your fault! It's your fault! Shut up! Let's see. End of this discussion. Send for the Hokage now. That's a little bit dumb. I mean, like, I get why Kobu, like, this is one of those cases where I understand Kobu, even as, like, a person from a third-person view. In fact, I think Kobu is very much like us, except, obviously, he has way less information than us, so he's not fully like us. But he's very specifically looking at Konoha and the operations of it and everything from an outside perspective. He doesn't have full information on the Shinju, he doesn't know the level of threat, he doesn't know the nature of the village, and it is very convenient timing. Like, obviously, this whole thing with Boruto is suspicious on its own, right? And on top of that, it is very convenient timing that, oh, the second I go to call for the Hokage, now under attack. And, oh, the threat of the Shinju isn't something you can actually quantify for me based on things I would actually understand. Oh, it's incalculable. Oh, the perfect, oh, yeah. Like, I get why Kobu's like that, but at the same time, I think the Sai's presence, and Sai specifically mentioning this would convince me. If Konohamaru, if Fumble Hamaru were saying it, that'd be like, you cabin, ain't you, gang? Shut your behind up and get out of here. But specifically, since it's Sai, who seems to be like the most impartial third party here, and he's like, we're under attack and we really don't know if we can protect you. I wouldn't do it because Kobu's a guy. Let's not mince words here. Kobu's a guy. He ain't got powers. He ain't no special. He's a guy. He's fried, right? Like a Mamushi clone gets hit him, he's fried. So if I were Kobu, I would take caution, especially considering like ultimately, unironically, in a way, there's no time limit. Obviously, he was sent here by the Daimyo to take care of things and investigate and see whether or not they need to withdraw funding, this and the third. But that investigation waited as long as it did in the first place. If my safety's at risk, I can't report back to the Daimyo, I'm waiting. Of course, I'm going to notate all the suspicions and the weird timing of it all. I'm still gonna bring this up when I eventually interrogate the Hokage. But I'm not risking my life. Kobu, you're doing a little bit too much. You got a little bit too much dip on your chip. You got a little too much dip on your chip. Let's see. Okay, Konoha. All right, the Mamushis are moving. Put the cheeks away. No one wants to see that, Mamushi. No one wants to see that. Let's see. Watch Mamushi be someone's hear me out. You know what? To be fair, though, not a lot of my friends read Boruto. I'm going to have to ask around. I need to see, because notably, some of my friends think I'm tweaking on, like, the divine trees in general. They're like, dude, you got to get over the feet. Like, other than that, the designs are fire. And I'm like, nothing's on, like, so far, there's not been a single divine tree that's on the level, or even near fused, or even base Momoshiki to me. Like, none of them are hitting, like, any of the Otsutsuki designs. But, I'll see. I need to collect their opinions on this, because we haven't talked about Momoshiki. I was like, what? Huh? Heck are they? You would think Konoha citizens would develop some sort of awareness with these random creatures that all look kind of the same, consistently appearing in the village. Or just like, you think they develop some sort of danger sense? Or not danger sense, but like literally just the ability to recognize danger? Dog, if you don't know what it is, if it has weird Frieza feet, don't interact with it. Don't look at it. I don't know. I'm hiding on sight, dog. I'm not interacting with that thing. Let's see. Oh, there's already over 100 of them. I can't keep count. Aren't you a ninja? I mean, training me, like, bro, you can't count over 100? I mean, I know that's a lot. Like, if you've ever tried to, like, literally count 100 things, your brain will, like, I don't know, at least to me, it starts to break down a little bit. Unless you're literally going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Like, he has to place a number to each one of them and then keep updating based on how many clones within the clones are. Like, I'm not actually clowning on Itojin there, but I do want to clown on Itojin a little bit. Let's see. He's too easy to clown. There we go. That's the thing. I like clown on Itojin because he's easy picking. Let's see. Delta? Delta help? Delta, please engage? Let's see. Okay. Delta, I'm not saying there's never a time and place to not aura farm, right? But still, time and place, Delta. Figure out something else. Let's see. Delta, you see anything? Yep, tons of them. Oh. So you're gonna help? You're gonna go interfere? You're gonna go run their fade? Or you're just gonna stand? You're gonna just fly their mean Morgan. Let's see. Mean Morgan? Mean Muggin? Muggin meanly? Let's see. Morgan meanly? Let's take a look. Sarada. We may need you to clutch up and whip out that Amaterasu girl. Or not Amaterasu. What's the name of her? What is the name of her eye? It is another. It's not one of the sons. It's one of the sun deities. It's not Amaterasu. It is Sarada Mangekyo. What is it called? Sarada Mangekyo. Unique powerful ability. Orihume? Is that it? Orihume? Orihume could be ability of one of her eyes. Orihume. Alright, Orihume. That's another one. I know it's another one of the names for the Japanese sun deities. Well, you may need to whip that out, Sarada. We may need to whip that. We may need we're gonna need that high level firepower right now, Sarada. We are not cooking in the moment. Let's see. Splurt. Alright, and they just keep leaking out of each other. It's nasty. Let's see. This is Sarada. I mean, like, I don't know what it is. The way Ikimoto draws the characters, they look like 10. I don't know, man. I think he draws them so young. We'll see. This is Sarada. I mean, like, it's almost like, it almost knocks me out of the narrative sometimes. That these are like serious high-level names whenever I look at the designs on occasion. We'll see. This is Sarada. I'm in Sector B North. Mamushi spotted. Going in. Hold up, Sarada. Why? Let's see. Other extermination squads too. Everyone, listen up. Because Boruto's being told to stop, I'll give him a pass for ore farming. Delta, I'm not gonna give you a pass. You're just floating there ore farming. At least Boruto's standing around ore farming. Let's see. I was hoping to eradicate Mamushi while they were few in number, but I'm guessing I was being overly optimistic. Yeah. You'd have to know exactly where he walked in. Like, all of his individual first clones walked in before eventually they would just keep spawning in mass. They've now multiplied into vast numbers and scattered over a wide area. It's safe to say that the battle has progressed to the next phase. Sorry, I had to put a little bit more of a smoker in there. Let's see. Huh? Then what? Don't panic. This is still within expectation. Really? Really? I mean, I guess. Let's see. We're switching tactics. Luckily, there have been no reports of civilian injuries yet. All actual damage is limited to minor property damage. As per our prior intel, their interest in those others than their intended target seems low. It'll likely remain the case unless we provoke them. Ah, okay. So yeah, so that, once again, if I had to hazard a guess, this is an interesting side effect of overintelligence, though. General docility, right? I guess, but the thing is, though, like with rhinos are notorious for, not being the brightest heavyweight mammal out there. But because of that, like, they're dumb, stupid aggro on literally anything that moves, right? Like, a rhino could see another rhino and then gore them randomly because, they ain't that smart. All the evolution points went straight in the bulk and horn. Like, it went nowhere else. They're not the brightest. They attack trees and stuff like that. But for Ramushi, he's just there. He's just fine. And, like, to be fair, with the whole idea of his, like, human side probably kicking in and carrying the Shinju a bit, I also understand sometimes where you just, like, exist passively looking to do something specific and then just not necessarily worry about anything else. Not even really. Sometimes when I'm so locked in and on a mission, I don't even think or recognize other people. When I'm like going somewhere, I'm just like move. Like I do get it to some degree where you lock in and you zone out everything else, and then you really do only respond to something specific that's like and it grabs your attention. Let's see. Like it made the case until we provoke them. Thus, sensor unit here. Huh? Lord 8th, a message from Lord Kobu. Make your way to the interrogation room, ASAP. Yeah, maybe raps. Let's see. Darn it! Now of all times. Sorry, but I'm in the middle of something. Can we do this later? Oh, let's see. Lord Hokage. Rather. Not a Shikamaru. Lord Kobu. Kashikoji's like... Of all, I do wonder, did Koji see this in his vision? Did he see Kobu jacking it up? I wonder if Kobu, like, due to, butterfly effect and stuff like that, and Koji specifically changing the timeline, I wonder if in the original timeline Kobu even showed up? Because I don't think Koji mentioned him as, like, one of the main issue was Mamushi. But, like, I don't know, that's actually very weird. Let's see. Need I remind you that I am here as proxy of the land of fire's Daimyo. Daimyo. And thus, my orders represent the will of the Daimyo himself. Now, don't keep me waiting any longer. Show yourself at once. I mean, like, and once again, I'm not, I agree, Kobu's doing too much because Konohamaru fumbled the bag. Right, absolutely, undeniably, this is factuals. Konohamaru, serial bag formula. I can lean with that, I can rock with that. Dare I say I'm Millie rocking all over. However, my one tiny little thing about this is gang ripping away the leader of the village while in the middle of protecting the village that you're in at the moment. That's a little stupid. Like it's the same thing I said earlier, man. Like, I get it. Everything seems mad suspicious right now, but Buckaroo, is it what? Like this is something that doesn't need to be handled. It can be handled tomorrow. It can be as much as I am for bureaucracy, and heck, who knows? We don't have enough context for Lord Kobu. Maybe he specifically is on a time limit that we don't know about. But like, I bet if he were to hey, Lord Daimyo. Yeah, people are attacking and the notorious criminal Boruto is running around, possibly slaughtering people. We don't really know. Is it cool if I held off the investigation for one more day till they calm things down? Like, that's the more logical choice. Because unlike the rest of the village, because of Kobu's not on the time limit. He doesn't have, he doesn't have any rush. I don't necessarily get his impatience here. In fact, if anything, he probably want more time to build a case against the village, if anything. Let's see. With all due respect, Lord Kobu, we're in the middle of an emergency. The village is under attack from the enemy. Do you still not understand? I'm saying that this takes priority. Or do you intend to defy the Daimyo's orders? I would think that would be a far greater blow to the village. Okay, but dude, you could die. Kobu, you're a guy, you're a guy, Brody. I gotta. This happened. This must happen all the time, bro. This must, like, as much as I do understand Kobu's suspicions and stuff like that, dude, you're an administrator. You're a pencil pusher. You're actively in a world with superpowered ninjas, bro. Can you even make a clone? Do you have even basic chakra control, Kobu? Like, Kobu, you are literally deep fried and double battered if episode 1 Naruto sneezes in your direction, bro. And you want to take the, like, dude, you're in the village. This is I mean, I get adding stakes and, like, specifically, like, human stakes on top of the actual physical, like, godly Shinju stakes, but this is, like, for a character who's been as perceptive and, like, careful and specifically intelligent as Kobu, does this seem a little bit dumb? Like, okay, yeah, let's take away the commander-in-chief in the middle of them needing the commander-in-chief in the village that I'm in where my own life is at risk. Okay, Brody. Fine, Kobu, whatever you want. Lord Eighth, is something the matter? It's the Chamberlain of the Daimao. He's trying to interrogate Shikamaru. So wait. I wonder, is Kashin Koji, is it, because, how does he know that? Did he see Kobu in the future? He may have. He may have just thought Kobu wouldn't be as much of a threat. Or, once again, butterfly effect. Let's see. Lord Eighth, clear the sector southwest. Oh, darn. Yeah, so it looks like decapitating them. Moshi-clone still does take care of them. Let's see. I'll rendezvous with Team 10 in the east. Hello? Yeah, sorry, I'm listening. Rendezvous, then stand by for further instruction. Okay. Hey, are you alright? Oh, poor self. I get you're having a mental conversation, bro. You really? By random Konoha fodder, bro? Like, Boruto, you really run, like, does this, I know, I gotta stop. And, you know, Boruto's off guard, and this and the third, and off guard actually does matter in a verse like Naruto, where you need to, like, reinforce and be on guard and stuff like that. But, like, this screams Super Goku getting scratched by bullets, bro. When the beginning of series Goku couldn't have been scratched by bullets. But he gets scratched by bullets because his guard is that low. Same thing for Boruto here, man. Really? But by fodder. Okay, Boruto. Ugh. Huh? Nice, we got him! Do you not see this change running around? Of all the things to take care of. I know, notorious criminals slaughtered the previous Hokage. I get it, but still, come on now, guys. Target priority! Let's see. Well, to be fair, Mawushi's also not aggroed. So, like, it's fine. Let's see. Konoha police, we captured the traitor. Boruto in Sector D Southwest. Hey, are these divine Oh, so they just don't have any context. They are communicating with. Disarming him. Hey, look at Samir. Look at Samiri's tech immediately clutching up. Huh? What the? I feel weak. And you don't let the thing go. Like, why would you not immediately let it go? This like you feel it's draining your chakra, bro. Full grown man, mind you. Let's see. Clink. Okay. Boruto. Clean. Teleports out of the binds by swapping to it, or not swapping, but teleporting to his katana. Smart. Huh? Hey, you've got some skills. Some free advice. If you see the divine tree, run away. Be a waste to lose you. So, put this in your head, y'all. It doesn't matter if a character can probably destroy stars and or more, and you're like, maybe mountain level if we're highballing them. As long as you have enough skill, you can clear any tiering gap. I think what Boruto's telling him here. Be a waste to lose you. And he's gone. And he just flies off. I don't blame him, though. See, darn it! The fiend! How about that one ninja, though, was like, what do you mean by that? Why is he paranoid? Like, I bet, once again, I know, it's literally omnipotence messing with their minds, but, like, the contradictions gotta go crazy in their head, like, notorious mass slaughter of Boruto. Slaughter the Hokage, but let me live and glaze me? What? Like I did not blame homie for looking back and be like, what? Let's see. That's not Ada, bro. Back away from that poor woman. Let's see. Sora, what's the situation? Shikamaru, you got places to beat things to do, dog. You better go to Kobu. Let's see. They're roaming about looking for Ada. But as you said, no sign of engaging in random acts of destruction. So yeah, I mean, maybe Moshi's just chill. I mean, he's ugly, but maybe he's just chill. maybe bro is just like me for real. Because otherwise, yeah, him being so like docile, unless I do chalk that up to low intelligence thing, yeah, he's just chill. I was like, good, keep your surveillance.
Report in right away if there's any change. Inojin, I'm heading to the interrogation room. I need to deal with Lord Kobu.
What do you mean by that, Shikamaru? What do you mean by that, Shikamaru? What do you mean by that? What?
That means I won't be able to verify the mind transmission formation map for the next while.
I mean, like, to be fair, as long as you hide Ada, and he's not aggroed, y'all, like, I mean, obviously it's bad that there's somebody around, but, like, let him treat him as you would, like, just a way less powerful Jura. Just chill. Let's see. But then, what about the op?
Yeah, I know. You can continuously relay all their locations to me verbally, or take over command yourself.
Huh? That's ridiculous. Inojin. Lock in, bro. Lock in. Remember, Himawari dies today. If you fumble this, Inojin, lock in. Your goif will die. Lock in, Inojin. Lock in. Let's see.
As we speak, a number of Mamushi are drawing near the Hokage's offices too. Maybe Lord Kobu will reconsider once he understands the situation. I don't see him backing off that easily.
That man, he must be getting paid big racks, fat stacks, bro. I'm not risking my life over some nonsense, though. I don't care. Let's see. Oh, okay. I'm assuming this is Kaji Koji.
Shikamaru, I have this told familiar somewhere on your person. You have some plan? Well, something like that.
Oh, is he just gonna have the frog knock out Kobu? Like, alright, he's knocked out. Drug him. Put him in a closet, frog. Knock him out, drug him, put him in a closet. We'll handle this, and then you can go deal with Kobu. Say he fell asleep because you're stupid. Let's see. Boruto. Stop pulling down. Stop just ore farming in the air. Boruto's like, what are you doing? Hey, what?
Inojin, release the mind transmission for now.
Huh? But then no one will be able to communicate with each other.
It can't be helped. We need to get past this first, by using a different jutsu.
But like, what other jutsu? How are you gonna get, I mean, like, caution, can't you just like knock out Kobe? What do you mean? A different jutsu? And there he is. Finally, you've kept me waiting, Shikamaru. Kobu, I want to give you so much aura, bro. I'm giving you the best I can with the voice, but buddy, you made it go ball. Let's see.
As I told you already, we're in a state of emergency. Can we do this quickly? I'd like to get back to work.
That's all up to you. And, depending on what transpires next, work will be the least of your concerns, Lord Hokage. Kobu, your life is clearly the least of your concerns. What do you mean? Let's see. To be honest, I've had my suspicions. Oop, let me sit up. To be honest, I've had my suspicions from the get-go that you're harboring and aiding Boruto. Why? Well, maybe because, like, obviously, in their altered perception, Boruto was just Kawaki. And Kawaki was close to the original Kage's family, Naruto's family, who he did end up slaying by everyone's cognition. Yo, it is just hitting me how Persona 5 coded. How Persona 5 coded. It did well predate. Does Persona 5? Hold on, when did original Boruto come out? Like Persona 5 may unironically well predate. I don't predate Super Vortex. They may even predate, like, no, just in general, it's heavily Persona coded, but Persona 5 coded specifically in the ideas of, like, cognition and perception manipulation. But in that case, that does heavily remind me of this. The idea that cognition-wise, Boruto is Kawaki, and Kawaki did have close ties to the Hokage's family, and Shikamaru had close ties to the Hokage's family. So naturally, maybe in Kobu's mind, Shikamaru has a soft spot for Boruto, who he thinks is Kawaki, because maybe Shikamaru had a soft spot for Kawaki because of the connection to Naruto. Let's see.
That's ludicrous. On what basis?
Shikamaru, looking him in the eyes would probably be better, gang, not looking up. Let's see. Quit the pretense. My intuition tends to be spot on, and the evidence should come to light soon enough. How about this, Shikamaru? Acknowledge your crimes, and I could go lighter on the punishment against you. Who are you gonna make Hokage? You? Konohamaru? Like, gang, if not you, who are you making Hokage, gang? And then basically, who you appointing? Let's say he snitches right now. Who you leveling up? What's Shinobi? What's Shino? Who? Kobu. I mean, obviously you got the power here. Clearly, you called the man away in the first place. But Kobu. Hop off your own schmeat, brother. Let's see. So shall we get this over with, like you wish? What? Okay.
Do it.
Buriba! Mind transfer jutsu. So what, is it gonna act as a broadcaster? Okay, the toad. Oh, so wait, like the swapping jutsu that Ito did? Okay. So it goes through the frog. The frog goes through the Kobu. Oh, okay. So he took over Kobu. I mean, I guess it's a good... But the thing is, though, you still need Inojin to facilitate... The issue with Inojin being in Kobu's body is that you still need Inojin to facilitate the main jutsu, right? Like... How are you gonna... Like, I feel like it would have been easier to just knock him out. Like, I mean, I get it, but not only did you shut off communications for everybody, which is obviously gonna slow things down, but also, by doing this, you've gotten rid of Inojin, the only person who can maintain communications with his new jutsus. I don't know about this Koji. This one seems a little bit inoptimal. Let's see. Huh. Okay, slumps. Even Shikamaru's like, wait, what? Darn, don't.
Huh? Lord Kobu.
Alright. Okay, so Inojin's knocked out. Oh, wait, I forget. This mind transfer, I forget. It suspends. I forgot about that. I thought it just swapped. I thought legit just swap minds and swap bodies. No. It essentially sends the mind of the user into the body and then ejects the original mind, or like puts it in the subconscious. I need to reread Naruto. It's been a while. Let's see.
Lord Kobu, what is the matter? Lord Kobu, are you all right? What? What?
Wait, sorry. This guy. I'm gonna voice it exact because it's Kobu's body. What? Dad? Huh? Besides, like, only my wife can call me that, and my son. Like, I wonder if Sai's gonna make the immediate leap. But that would be such a leap, though. Like, he would have to assume, like, did Sai see the toad? He may not have. He may genuinely have no idea what's going on. So maybe he doesn't immediately leap to realizing this is Inojin, but Dad is a big hint. Let's see. Oh no! I mean, darned. My darned hair is, that darned instead of Dad. Darned hair is so, dry.
It's a mind transfer jutsu. Inojin's gone and taken over Kobu's mind.
Okay, so the frog leaves Shikamaru, goes down, crawls up Kobu, and then goes on Kobu. So to now give directions to Inojin from Kobu and Koji. Huh?
Get outside.
I as much as I would love to do like get outside for the little miniature frog, I do love the idea that the frog speaks exactly in Kobu and Koji's voice. Let's see. The interrogation has exhausted me. Let's take a break. I need some fresh air. Huh? Is that safe to do? ... Oh, and I don't need an escort. Too stifling. Defeats the purpose of the break.
But Lord Kobu!
You wait here. That's an order. I'll be right back. Why not notice that? Oh, are they now gonna not? Are we gonna have him? Inojin, bang your head against the wall. Okay, no, find a closet, bang your head against the wall, and go there. Let's see. I'll be right back. Oh, walking up. Oh, what the heck? This is crazy. So what's next? Go up to the... Are they gonna... Kashin. Okay. Kashin. I think this is dumb. Kashin. I think I know what he's doing. Let's see. I don't know what you're planning, but isn't this risky? There are Mamushi approaching. What if something happens to this guy? Kashin. He's gonna boom! He's gonna boom! Wait, Koji's like... Brody, what if that was the plan? Let's see. Huh? Oh, no. You're kidding, right?
We're killing...
Okay. I'm not sure how much I like this chapter. I'm gonna... Okay. I'm not... You know what? Okay, this is funny. I'm not gonna lie. This is funny. And obviously, Kobu in this situation is the best guy. But I'm gonna say, on both ends, like this is page 37, the chapter's ending soon. So I'm gonna say here, I'll see how I feel after these last couple of pages. But right now, this is dumb. This is dumb. Like, that is the stupidest move you can make. Because how are you going to explain Kobu's death? Fine, you can chalk it up to Mamushi, right? But like that reflects worse on the Leaf. It actually reflects worse on the Leaf. The fact that the Leaf's defenses aren't even capable enough to defend against an attack, and then the representative of the Daimyo died. Kobu and Koji, what are you doing? Like, this is so much more complicated, dumb, and stupid than just locking him in a closet somewhere. And this, okay, I'll get more into it in a second. Let's see.
We're killing Kobu.
Oh, what?
Huh? What the? Sorry, Sai, but I'm leaving. I have work to do.
Okay, so it's not fair. Yeah, it was like, dude.
Only, there are two people in this world who call me daddy. And it's my wife
and my son.
Let me stop. Let's see. Wait. Shikamaru, explain it to me. What are you making Inojin do?
No, duh. Of course he's gonna recognize. Like, and obviously, his wife is Ino. He's naturally going to recognize their famous jutsu. That's probably been used on him. Let's see.
You. I'm still in shock, but once I saw his eyes, I knew. That's Inojin's mind trend.
Yeah, exactly. Like, of course he'd recognize some handiwork. And also, he, was a member of the Anbu. Let's see.
That's Inojin's mind transfer jutsu. Tell me, Shikamaru, what the heck is going on?
I wonder if he would actually tell. Like, if they told Sai, like, notably, we know that Ino did not abide by what Shikamaru was doing, right? Like, she specifically said, I'm not doing this with you, Shikamaru. That's why they ended up moving to Inojin. Inojin was, unironically, the second option, right? Because Ino herself was like, I'm not doing this with you. I know we're close friends. I know we have this bond over years. I know I can trust you with literally everything, including my life, but I'm not trusting you with this, specifically because of the whole context with, like, Kawaki, Boruto, Swab, all that. But, in this case, I feel like, I'm not going to say Sai is more logical than Ino, but I do think Sai is more emotionally detached from... This is going to sound bad. I do think Sai is more emotionally detached from Naruto and is able to look at the situation from a more, like, external view thanks to his training and his upbringing in comparison to Ino. So maybe if Shikamaru does explain everything to Ino or to Sai, maybe they could actually get him on their side, which would help with Kobu. But of course, it seems like we're killing Kobu. Let's see.
You could jump off. Make it look like he was attacked by... Maybe make it look like he was attacked by Omushi and panicked. Or any other method.
Hold on. You're kidding, right?
Look, I'm not going to debate ethics with you here. Think rationally. Kobu is our enemy.
But no. Here's the thing. This is stupid. I'm like, this is short, like... I'll get into it in a second. I'll get into it.
Kobu is our enemy and a hindrance. There's no group transmission right now. Only you and I are in on this conversation. There will be no...
The evidence will be the dead body, you dumb. The evidence will be the dead body. Let's not play games. Kobu and Koji. Dude, you're slaughtering the man who funds the village. And you're trying to make it look like You're trying to make it look like he jumped off the roof. Why not? Like, literally. Unless the Hokage's office has no closets or no rooms you can just put him in. Why not have Ino go bang his head against the wall? Or have him get knocked out. Have him knock himself out and then come back and just lock Kobu in a room for a bit. Sure. And then you can use the excuse, sorry, we were ambushed by divine trees, they blew up a second in the building, you were knocked out, we were unable to defend you, but we were able to get you away from the situation, put you in a secure location, and we handled the situation. Now would you like to go back to the interrogation? By offing him, you now have the Daimyo wondering, hey, where's the Lord Kobu at? Oh, he died while the Leaf Village was under attack? Wow, they are so faulty. I should probably not fund them anymore. Kobu and Koji, and okay, let me see. This is crazy. Have you lost your mind?
Hey.
What are you doing? Well, I mean, perfect time. But what are you doing here? Let's see.
You there. You know a woman named Ada?
Well, Inojin does. No, Kobu, though, probably. Let's see. Oh. What's that? Oh, it actually... That frog probably also one-shot Jubidar, too? Let's see. I don't know what it is. I'm heavy on the power scaling this review. Let's see. Oh, sorry. And really? You called 5 times for that?
What the heck, man? Do you want to die?
Well, not him, but...
There. How's that?
Okay. I'm gonna be real honest with you. Here. I'm gonna. This is like by this. I think. I'm gonna give it barely. Like this is gonna be the slowest, most like that's it. That's it. I'm gonna immediately repeat it. This chapter is just barely worthy. And let me tell you why. The reason I say this chapter is like by a hair's breadth worthy. Like I'm squinting at it so hard that in other I'd be like, nah, this chapter's bonds. The opener honestly saves it. If the chapter was the opener, the Boruto interaction is really silly too. The Boruto interaction is dumb silly, but the back half of the chapter. The back half of the chapter saves the chapter. Obviously, we have this ugly color cover page. I'm not going to blame that. That's just the design. But specifically, the interaction here with Team 10 actually is really, really nice. It is nice to see the teamwork, make the dream work. It's nice to see Himawari make mistakes with her raw levels of power that she's not used to just yet. It's nice to see that Shikadai and Chocho are able to cover for her, yet also saying the idea that Himawari will have to be capable on her own, either for the fact that, something could happen to Shikadai and Chocho, and or the idea that one day she'll have to fight on her own, right? Being stronger and older by herself. She needs to know how to use her powers properly and balance them. It's good to establish that she doesn't have full control over them this yet. She is a lot more trigger happy with them than she should be, and that she has a long way to go in terms of not just necessarily developing the power itself, but also developing the right mindset to actually use the power appropriately without, moving everything around her. That's good. I really, really like that. That's fantastic character work. For this interaction right here, I don't like this. Kobu's not this dumb. And, don't get me wrong, I don't know Kobu from a Geneping. He's barely existed for, 5 chapters. But Kobu's not this stupid. I don't think Kobu's this dumb to risk his life for something that could happen tomorrow. I don't as much as I do agree with the idea that this is probably very, very real. It is, and I guess that's the thing, right? And that's why I'm still giving the chapter worthiness, even though I think it kind of contrasts Kobu's characterization. I don't think Kobu's stupid enough to risk his life. And I think I say it's real, but is it though? I think if it's real because I've seen other scenarios in other fiction where administrators are in extreme supernatural danger when they have no powers or way to defend themselves, and they still go do the dumb, stupid thing they're supposed to do anyway because stupid. But in real life, I don't know. I always think that trope is actually a little bit dumb. So in fact, no, I don't even think I can say it's real, and maybe people can correct me. But I don't know. Whenever I hear of any sort of scare of anything ever on any sort of public or governmental office in real life, everything's immediately on lockdown. Everything's immediately getting barricaded. People are running away, including the officials and people in power. That is just how it works. So Kobu being stupid enough to stick around in the middle of a live attack over something that does not need to happen today after he's already compiling evidence and building an argument on his own, that's stupid. He really shouldn't have done this. And Kobu in character, I don't think would have done this. I think Kobu in character realizing the village is under attack and already questioning the sanctity of the village and how it's being run, I don't think Kobu would be stupid enough to stick around here to force the Hokage anyway and take the Hokage away from defending his life and everyone else's lives. That's very stupid. That's very short-sighted. I don't think Kobu would do that. That's bad character writing. Second thing. Delta just aura farming, I mean, fine. I guess. I kind of wish he would attack or do anything, but fine, we can wait on that. Same thing with Starter showing up, that's fine. Everyone's waiting. Boruto aura farming and then getting snagged. Oh, well, to be fair, I like Shikamaru's response where he's like, I can't do this, I need to take care of this. He understands, unlike clearly someone else in this chapter, he understands the balance between his current role as Hokage and the importance of maintaining his current role as Hokage by not getting on Kobu's extreme bad side and just playing along. Which obviously a certain other character gets. So Shikamaru actually helps save the chapter as well, along with the Himawari interaction. Then, obviously, we have Kobu still being dumb, I will admit. Boruto getting off guard and randomly grabbed by this one guy just to glaze him and then let go. I get the narrative purpose of this. Once again, it's Boruto slowly but surely, repairing his reputation as Kawaki, essentially. This is him making connection with the random Konoha people, and then probably building suspicion and question around, hey, is this Boruto guy actually really that bad? Are we sure everything's making sense? This is the soft push of restoring Boruto's status as Boruto and not Kawaki in the timeline, in the minds of others. That's what I think this whole scene is for. That's why I think this guy looks back. We have this panel of this guy looking back, being confused as he's probably running through the complications, right? Obviously, Omnipotence is going to be working against them, but still, it is nice to set up that. So I actually do like that portion of the chapter. The idea that Mamushi's just chilling also does make sense for the character as we've established so far, and is also a possible good way to interpret him losing intelligence. He's not just rage baiting and drawing aggro, he is just chilling. I do like that aspect of Mamushi. Then, I will say, once again, Kobu being dumb, and specifically Kashin Koji being dumb. Like, I agree with the mind transfer jutsu, getting rid of Kobu. Getting Kobu off the table right now so Shikamaru can do his job, smart. How he's doing it by executing him, the stupidest and most short-sighted thing that doesn't make any sense for a character like Kashin Koji, who specifically thinks in the grand long term. This is like a part 1 Boruto move. A part 1 Sasuke move. Like, this isn't experienced clone of Jiraiya that has the ability to literally see the future in mass and understands the complications and the political schemings and everything around the... No, this is an idiot move. There are so many better ways to do this. All of which don't involve killing Kobu and then raising suspicions of the village and jeopardizing their funding in Shikamaru's position as Hokage even more. When Kashin Koji himself has already admitted, hey, I need Shikamaru as Hokage for things to operate even slightly normally. When the simplest solution is to simply knock Kobu out, and that didn't even have to be with, let's be honest, that didn't even have to be with Inochi's mind transfer jutsu, but you have the perfect opportunity to knock Kobu out, throw him in a secure room, and keep him safe there, and then maybe, I don't know, have someone cast a sleeping jutsu on him just to make sure he stays knocked out. And then just blame it on Mamushi. Blame it then, because then he'll still be alive. And sure, he's probably going to be even more uncertain and untrustworthy, but then he's going to realize that, oh, he was being stupid and his life was in danger. But the villain, and honestly, them protecting him after he quote-unquote gets knocked out by Mamushi in the Divine Trees would probably, if anything, reinforce his faith in the village and its ability to protect him in particular and execute the Daimo's will. Now, if you just off him or he dies to Mamushi, then the Daimo's going to hear about this and be like, okay, yeah, we got to remove the Hokage specifically. He couldn't keep my one lord safe. Like, he did this. This is the worst thing he could have done. And Kashin Koji isn't that stupid. This seems very impatient and short-sighted of him. I don't know why he did this when there were a million different ways to do it better. So, overall, I'll give the chapter worthiness just barely, but now with the two major characters of the chapter, Kobu and Kashin Koji, being silly stupid in regards to each other, the double K characters, but them both being specifically so stupid and seemingly out of character, at least in my mind, from how they would seemingly act, I don't really like the chapter all that much. It's probably my least favorite chapter of Boruto 2 Blue Vortex so far, because it feels... As good as the good is, the bad really is bad, and it feels very contrived and forced to lead to this conflict in particular. When this conflict could have happened in a variety of different ways already, if you wanted to force Kobu to interact with the Mamushi clones anyway. So, overall, if you haven't liked this video, please do me a favor and leave... Are y'all stupid? That's a wee bastard, but leave "Are y'all stupid" in the comment section down below. I want to thank you so much for watching. Please remember to leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. Make sure that link to the notifications so you don't miss out on any videos that come to the channel. Also going to have a picture down below. You support me for as well as one. Get them one. I want things like exclusive videos, early content, and more. So now become a member of the channel for as well as $3 a month to get the same perks and more. So those perks include the live reactions here. This series I happen to review, ad reactions of all my videos, early ad free access to all my videos, your name at the end of literally every single video. And if you're a $3 member or $3 patron or higher, you get your name read aloud and not just listed at the end of every single one of my videos. And on top of that, I do my Twitch link down below. I stream every Friday at 1 p.m. EST. Or not 1 p.m., 8 p.m. EST. And then every Saturday, I post a live reaction over on the second channel that I call the reaction link in the description down below, where I drop 25 minutes to 2-hour-long reaction videos every Saturday that I can at 1 p.m. EST over there. So feel free to go set that up. And also, you get early access to those videos as a patron and member. And then there's a Ko-Fi. You want to drop 5 minutes for a short video, 20 minutes for a long video, any views at all. Any support is always greatly appreciated. Now, I want to thank you so much for watching once again, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is That Guy with the Pencil, writing off.
I'd like to thank you to our sketch tier members: Eternal Flame, Redwolf 4765, Astro, Glacier XZ, Zera, J2MA, Gyomi, Buddha Ura, Yuki Ally, Grim, Ollie, The Boy, Corey Watson, Damon Brown, Magic, CCC, Dino, Hector Gonzalez, Tim Thomas, Kilving, Julian Perez, RXN, Nevis97, Logan Guzman, Dead Meme, Keon Stewart, Donovan McIntosh, Hamza Idrisi, BNA DNA, Edwin Idbignova, Straw, Athenzi Shear, Antavius Mitchell, Superflame Zero, Weary Exile, Window Life, Alex Kenny, Victor Jacobs, Todd, The Practical One, Landon Clapwick, Heath Nelson, CAET, Funny Dude, Jagoda, Plant Crone, Striga Man, Brandon Payne, Black Sage, Multi-Batman Superman, Ramondo Furen, Zalims, Enzo, Union I Metatron, Sheesh King, Joe Bean, Aswin Hedi Prasetya, Sleepin' John, JMB, Katie, The Young Family, Pastel Pandora, Sino King, NMA, and Karina Hernandez. Then, let me thank you to Artline Art Tier patrons: A+A, Sean, Midnight Lord 21, Karina Hernandez, Lil Koto, and Kevin Encarnacion. Then, let me thank you to our Inc. tier members: King RTX and Shrimpo the 4th Shrimp 06, along with Zom. And then, let me thank you to our digital art tier members: J Warrior, AZ Void, and Valden Nissen. And I'd like to give a final thank you to our colored art tip patrons, Walkie Munoz, and Aernesto902 at gmail.com.